Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Chelsea 2, Everton 0. No complaints from me, really. The better side won. They were clearly the better side. The manager before the game obviously having to deal with the loss of Abdoulaye Doucouré, which is a hammer blow for Everton. He's going to be a huge miss now. We haven't got anyone like him in the squad who can do the job he does. No energy in that midfield, no pace to get around the pitch. So it was an absolute hammer blow for the manager, and he went with Gylfi Sigurdsson and Andre Gomez in there with Allen. Iwobi was on one side, Richarlison on the other, and then obviously Dominic Calvert-Lewin through the middle. And Everton, started off all right. The game plan was okay early on. I thought everyone kept the shape. It was Chelsea had all the ball. There's no question about that. They had the ball. Everyone was in the shape. It looked okay, but you go to sleep and you fall behind, and it's exactly what we did. Alex Iwobi and Mason Holgate between them. Iwobi is more a fault for me because he sees the run of Alonso and he runs out to the right wing where there's nobody and just leaves a huge gap. And it's a simple pass inside for Alonso. And then obviously Chelsea get hugely lucky from the cross comes in. Havertz directs it towards the goal, but I'm not convinced it's going to go past Pickford where it's heading. And it hits Ben Godfrey and ends up in the other corner of the net. And you need that, you need that slice of luck when you're trying to get into the top four. And Everton didn't have it and Chelsea did. But that being said, they were far better than us. And it was whether we could respond, having gone behind. And again, shape-wise, we were okay, but we just lacked any real incision in the final third. We had a free kick right on the edge of the box, which Luca Dean hit into the wall, got a corner. And other than that, not really much. We had opportunities to throw crosses in where Dominic Calvert-Lewin was waiting, but we took too long and ended up passing it back. And, Chelsea pressed us really well and closed the ball down really well. And then they got quality to break with pace. So it was frustrating. The referee wasn't very good. It seemed to be any tackle Everton plays through him as a booking, and Chelsea done the same. Jorginho, how on earth he escaped with a booking in that first half was beyond me, but what can you do? Second half was more of the same. They totally dominated. In fact, they were better in the second half, but we had a huge opportunity at 1-0. Ritchie in on goal, lets it run too far across his body and slices it wide. And I think if he at least hits the target there, who knows what can happen. Not long after that, they make it 2-0 with a penalty. And frustrating because it's a ball forward, and I think Jordan Pickford, who kept us in the game, made some really good saves. It's a rash decision for me. I think if he comes out and narrows the angle, it's fine, but Havertz is running through. He's got I think it's Michael Keane on his shoulder, and Pickford comes flying out, gets nowhere, makes it an easy decision for the referee, and Jorginho dispatches it. And then after that, Pickford made a couple of good saves, but Chelsea kept us at arm's length, and they used the subs really well. And like I said before, no complaints whatsoever. One of them, with first away game we've lost since November the 3rd, I think it is, or certainly November when Newcastle were the last team to beat us away. So it's been a brilliant run, and we have to dust ourselves down now and pick ourselves up for Saturday against Burnley, which will be another scrap. It's frustrating because you're playing against a team who was a point ahead of us before tonight, and it's always disappointing to lose, to teams like that. But what can we do? They were better than us. And you can rant and rave and moan about certain things, but we weren't good enough, and they were. So that's my thoughts on that. Man of the match, I think I'd give to Jordan Pickford because he made some good saves, despite, like you say, I think he could have done much better for the penalty. But other than that, I don't think he'd done anything wrong. And it's, on another day, we'd be congratulating him for getting us something. I think it was the front players that didn't do enough tonight, which probably was the reason why we ended up losing the game. But, one of those days, and it's on to Saturday now. So they're my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. See you later.